G'day, my name is QI. I run a 4-week coaching program called the Miracle Month that helps people become happier, attract more money, love, relationship, wealth, health, pretty much anything they really want to achieve within a very short period of time. So this is part of my YouTube challenge, 90-day challenge, where I post up content to share with people and help them transform their lives within this period. So today I want to talk about negative thoughts and feelings. So firstly, I want to thank Michael Quinn for sharing this really helpful tip with me. I remember this was the beginning of 2016, so about 18 months ago, where he told me, he said, you know, it's so important to be surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded people, right? That what he did was he unfollowed everybody on his Facebook, and then he selectively followed a small number of people who he feels like shared a similar mindset and similar energy, right? Similar vibes, right? If you like. So I actually took on his advice and I unfollowed, I think, like since the beginning of last year, I unfollowed about 2,000 people on my Facebook. I mean, that's the number of people I have. And I just followed a small group of people. I think at the time it was about 50 people. And then like that grew as I added friends on like over the last 18 months. Now, why is that helpful? It's because I'm sure many people who are into personal development, self growth have heard of Jim Rohn. So Jim Rohn has a famous saying: "Is like your income is the average of the 5 people you're closest to." And like I understood it for a long time, like in a personal development kind of understanding. But now, because the last year I've really spent like many hours doing energy cleansing, spiritual meditation, breathing, I understand it from an energetic level. What that means is human beings, we are feeling animals. And we can't help but be impacted by words, thoughts, feelings, actions, things that show up, right? So that's why like Facebook, I mean, nowadays I don't even watch the news, because if it bleeds, it leads, right? So what is the point of going to watch something that makes me feel bad? You know, like, and I had plenty of people that I used to have a staff who I said, so during your break, what do you do? She said, I watch Vampire Diaries, or I watch Zombie. Like, I forget the names of these shows, but I was like, okay, so I accept you for who you are, but why would people want to go and watch these shows that make me feel bad? Like, I feel like scared or feel horror. Like, I don't really watch horror either. So, I mean, like, everybody's, you know, free to do those choices, but I just want to make you aware so you have that choice, right? So I remember there was a period of time when I lived in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong had these political demonstrations, right? So people, like, I would see my Facebook feed literally like getting inundated with like people saying this and that, like bickering over each other because they are of this political stance versus another one, and then they go judge other people, you know? So I was like, okay, unsubscribe. So at that moment, like my feed was so clean. Like I just, every day I'm just like, oh, peace of mind. I'm just happy, you know? And so nowadays also I learn news from people's news feed, right? For example, like unfortunate shootings or whatever. Like if it's important enough, people will share on their Facebook and I'll see it. So there is no need for me to be immersed in these like newspapers or fashion magazines or TV shows that make me feel like not good. Right. So and Latin, there is a saying, I don't know how to pronounce the Latin word, but basically like there is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun, right? Like, I do not recall the last time I read a news article that literally changed my life or changed the way I behave. Rather, like people like myself in the past, I'm so interested into go and acquiring knowledge, right? Like, have you ever seen those people who say like every day you gotta read all these books because that will make you feel better? I mean, sure, like I think certain there are many books and many sources like courses and things that would make like us more intelligent at the mind level, but innately, like our soul knows everything. And over time, I will share with more of you how to actually get connected and know exactly what to do. Okay, in fact, the next video I'm going to do is going to talk about Akashic Field and how to actually go and acquire all these divine inspirations and untap your creativity. And when I say divine, I do not mean it in a religious sense because I'm not religious, but it's in a spiritual sense, in the sense of just getting connected to everything. Okay, so my call to action today is firstly subscribe to this channel if you feel like it's benefiting you, and also share it with somebody in your life that you believe need to hear this message. And another call to action is to actually have a think, right? Take some accounts of like the sources of potential negative energy in your life, whether it's a person, whether it's news, whether it's fashion magazines. Like a fashion magazine has like 150 pages, right? And our subconscious mind is programmable. So if you open a fashion magazine 150 pages, they probably have like 120 pages of super skinny photoshopped models that in real life do not even look like these photos. Okay, so firstly, these models are already not the average like body build of a 5'4" woman who weighs maybe like 140 pounds. I believe that's the average in the US, right? Like they already are like 5'8" and they weigh like 115 pounds. They're already not the average. And then in their actual life, they do not even look like that, right? Because all the photos are not real. So like if you read a magazine like that, it's telling our brain like 120 times like you're not good enough, like I don't need that stuff. Okay, so anyway, going back, take account of what are the things you're consuming that does not make you feel good. And I would love to hear from people. Like please comment if you can, like what are some of the things in your life that you consume every day? Facebook, news, horror shows, whatever, that kind of transmit that negative energy to you. Okay, thank you for sharing.